And then we were chased. Just watched your Albion video, was disappointed that you got a lot of things wrong. That's fine, Tal. Stick around, I'll get more wrong. You can keep being disappointed in me. The problem is that if I make a video on any video game ever, unless I play that video game for about 6 months, I'm going to make mistakes in the video. But the logistics of actually working on YouTube means that it is impossible to play a game for that amount of time before you make a video, because you simply cannot put that amount of content out. You need to put more content out. So at some point, I do need to decide on the balance of quality and quantity. And I do understand that people that are really invested in those games are always going to want me to skew toward quality, and people that just want more videos are going to want me to skew toward quantity. So it's a balance of finding the quality of the video matching the quantity of the videos. I know it was just a bit off-putting. Tail, what did I get wrong? What put you off about the video? I'm guessing you're an Albion fan. Because if you weren't an Albion fan, you wouldn't know what I've got wrong. Because I'm happy to listen to what I've got wrong. People want a video every 2 to 3 weeks, but they also want that video to contain no mistakes whatsoever. And I'm like, the more research you want me to do is totally fine, but it's going to limit the amount of stuff. You're a casual player. Okay, I'm happy to listen to critique. I'm willing to take critique, but part of the critique feedback that I will give is it is impossible for me to make a video as accurate as everyone hopes it would be and also put out content at that rate, because I want to know if there's anything like majorly wrong with it. If you give people a slider between quality and quantity, people want it slid both ways at the same time. But what did I get wrong? I want to know, genuinely. How mounts work, the mists, and Avalon. What did I get wrong about how mounts work? I explained that with mounts, you mount up, ride around with them. They lend their weight capacity to your capacity. When you dismount them, you have a circle of influence around yourself. If I got how mounts work wrong, then please do explain, because my experience with mounts was exactly what I said in the video. The problem with making quality content is that it takes time. And the market doesn't actually always want quality content. The market just wants content. You will make far more money being the first, not being the most accurate. You will make more money just putting out more videos, not necessarily making the videos themselves as accurate as they can be. The problem with covering MMORPGs is every MMORPG player wants me to understand their game to the same degree that they do. And that's just impossible for me to do. So if you want me to cover the kind of genre that you're playing and the kind of games that we're all enjoying in it, you're going to have to accept that I have a limited amount of time to make a video on a game. And I'm going to make mistakes within those videos. It sucks, but it's going to happen. Because I get messages from people saying, hey, I know you played this game for a couple of days, but you actually got this wrong. I'm like, okay, cool, I get that. And then I get a message from them the next day going, are you going to return to that game and carry on playing it? And the honest answer is no, probably not. If I have time, sure. Josh, just produce more slop. I could. I absolutely could, but I don't want to. I missed the reply. Hang on, let me scroll back up then. You said they stop giving you the weight bonuses when you leave them, but that's just transporting mounts. Right, so when you leave the circle of influence with the transport mount, you no longer get the weight bonus from them, but the weight bonus of other mounts actually matters. Okay, that is correct. It also is a mistake I made, but it doesn't seem like a thing a casual player would notice. Only a few mounts have that mechanic since it's the buff they give. Other mounts can have different buffs. Some are carrying buffs when mounted or inside sphere influence. Some have lesser weight buffs, but always. Okay, gotcha. I don't think anyone is going to watch the video and decide to not play it. I have made many videos on many MMORPGs, and the player base of every MMORPG really wants me to get theirs absolutely correct. And of course they would. That's their game. They care about it. That's their hobby. And my honest answer is, the amount of time it would take me to get it absolutely correct, I simply wouldn't be able to have a career on YouTube making videos on it. I mean, a critical reviewer can't get everything correct all the time. We can try and get as much as we can correct. Absolutely. And I think it's valuable that we do try to get as much as we can correct. I don't want to feel like I'm being unfair to the games that I'm talking about. I also have to sometimes remind myself that the value of the videos is in entertainment, not necessarily in full critique of the mechanics. How do you know you're being entertaining in a video? People watch it. Retention time goes up. Has Josh said which version of the game he's playing? I'm playing the version from Good Old Games, but I'm launching it through the Ray Center specific launcher. which allows you to put a windowed mode widescreen fix onto it and update the textures with the textures from the various versions of the game all combined together. It's a community fan patch that is launching the good old games version of the game. Reviewing any video game is always... There will be people who love that game more than anything else in the world. And there will be people who want you to love it just as much as they do. And they will see any mistake or any missed mechanic or any incorrectly read vibe as a personal insult. They'll see it as a slight against them because they've put so much of their time and energy and effort. I didn't realize the thing was going to destroy. They would, they see any change as a personal attack. And it's a bit of a shame because sometimes people message me and they act as if I don't continue playing that game, I've offended them, I've hurt them, I've not seen the true value of what their game can actually be. I mean, the amount of passion that they have is admirable, but if I'm playing 50, 60, 70 different games, I can't have that level of passion for all of them. I can understand them mechanically, I can like them, and importantly, I can take games that I do love and I can critique them myself as well. And I can say, look, I also have problems with this game and that game. And it's totally okay for me to do that. I think sometimes what people forget, someone has messaged me and basically said, are you going to stream Albion Online full-time? And my answer is no. And the reason that I will not stream Albion Online full-time is, quite simply, Albion Online is not a popular enough game to support a full-time streaming career. It is not a popular enough game to support a full-time YouTube generating career. There are certain games, I mean, people have said, hey, are you going to make a full-time EverQuest 2 video series or a full-time EverQuest 2 streaming series? And the answer is no, because it's simply not a popular enough game with a big enough audience that generates enough revenue to justify a full-time streaming career based on that game. Now, I'm not saying Rayman 2 is either, but I think sometimes people focus, especially if they're not doing YouTube or Twitch as a job, they focus on games they enjoy more than games that are actually able to support enough viewers and enough of a career focus and enough income to be a full-time career thing. If you are interested in streaming as a full-time career, understanding these 6 aspects and where you sit within them, I think is exceptionally helpful. And you know what? After I have explained these, what I think are 6 reasons for people watching a stream, I think you'll start to actually realize either why you're here, or you'll notice why other people are here. Let's talk about them. You tell me if you agree with this. 6 reasons people watch a Twitch stream, in my personal opinion. Number 1, you are world-class at the game you play. You are just the absolute best at it. People will watch your stream if you are the best player in the world at whatever game you are playing. People watch League of Legends streams for this, people watch Call of Duty streams for this, people watch Overwatch, Valorant, whatever you want to watch. If you are the best in the world, people will watch you stream. That is not me. Let me get this list up, because I've actually got a list, believe it or not, of exactly why I think all those things are there. Give me a sec, because I've written this down ages ago. It's very important that I wrote all the stuff down. Taking notes is a very important thing that I do all the time. There we go, world-class gameplay. Okay, people are going to watch you if you are absolutely world-class at whatever specific game you are playing. Inju has heard this so many times already. If any of you guys disagree with what I'm saying, please do let me know. But I think many people will watch a stream because the streamer is very, very, very good at the game. The second one is that the streamer is independently entertaining regardless of the game that they play. They're normally very funny, or they have a level of sex appeal to them. That just happens. That means that the game they're playing isn't really relevant, their skill at the game isn't really relevant, but they can make anything that they're playing entertaining and funny and silly, or they're just independently attractive. That is what I think a lot of the male viewers complain about female gamers for. They're like, oh my god, they're not even good, they're just pretty. I'm like, yeah, that's serving an audience. That's absolutely one of the reasons, and I think that is probably where I firmly sit. Not very good at the games, but independently entertaining no matter what is happening, high amount of chat interaction, buttons on the shirt are being undone. The third reason that people watch any Twitch streamer is that they are independently famous outside of Twitch. If a celebrity suddenly says, hey, this person is going to be Twitch streaming this game at this time, you should go and watch. You are not watching because they're good at the game, and you are not watching because they're necessarily entertaining on a Twitch streaming platform. You're watching because they are independently famous. A big, Hollywood celebrity is going to do a Twitch stream. A politician is going to do a Twitch stream. Someone from TV or film or reality or whatever is going to do a Twitch stream. That's when you're going to go and watch them. So we've got three things so far. You've got world class at the game, extremely entertaining within a Twitch-specific kind of medium, and independently famous outside of Twitch, and people are going to go and watch because they're fans of that person already. Then you've got the fourth reason, which is giveaways and drops, and I dislike streaming with this kind of thing. You will get people watching you on Twitch if you are promising them stuff. If you are doing giveaways, if you are doing in-game currency giveaways, if you have Twitch drops active, if you are saying, for every, 10th viewer we get, I will do this as well. People will watch you on Twitch if you give them something. And the reason that so many people have the word giveaway in their Twitch title is because people do literally just search for this word. So, four things so far. 1. Be world class at the game you are playing. People will watch you because of your skill. 2. Be entertaining within a Twitch-based medium. And when I say Twitch-based medium, what I mean is there can be people who are very entertaining in other mediums like theatre, film, TV, live action work, who actually aren't very good at doing Twitch. They're not very good at interacting with a camera in a room by themselves and talking to an audience, or they're not very good at reading chat and reacting to chat at the same time. So, when I say entertaining on a Twitch-based medium, I mean understanding the discipline of interacting with a live audience constantly. Because I've seen many very, very good actors try and do Twitch and fail because they don't have an audience there to be able to actually bounce off and react to. So, number 1, be world class at the game. Number 2, be independently entertaining on a Twitch-based kind of medium, a Twitch-based interaction level. 3, be extremely famous outside of Twitch and people will watch you because they are fans of whoever you are anyway. 4, do giveaways because the audience will watch for their own self-interest. 5, confirmation bias that your audience already agree with. You will get an audience watching you on Twitch if you figure out what that audience already like, what they already believe, whether it's political opinions, whether it's sociological ideals, whether it's an ideology, and you just confirm it. You just say you are correct. Anyone comes in and goes, hey, I believe this, and I turn around and go, you're spot on, you're absolutely right, you are completely right, we are right together, you should hang around. There will be a massive subset of viewers who only watch streamers not because they're good at the game, not because they're actually entertaining and funny, not because they're independently famous, not because they're doing giveaways, but because they are validating them. That is a whole thing. You will watch people who validate your opinion. You don't even need to be entertained. You just need to be told that you are right. And you'll watch that. And the 6th reason people watch streamers is they're interested in the game and the streamer has early access to the game. They're not world class at it. They're maybe not very entertaining. They're maybe not independently famous. They're maybe not doing giveaways and they're maybe not validating you, but they are the first person that has access to the game and therefore you're going to watch them because it's the only way to get access to footage of the game. That's why so many streamers love early access games. Because it means that they don't need to be good at it, or necessarily focus on entertaining, or famous, or do giveaways, or validate their audience. Their audience will be there because they want to see the game itself. This is, I think, the lowest kind of retention time of that. You can have streamers that jump on whatever new game comes out straight away because they know there will be a portion of audience that just want to see the game. So, combine all these 6 things together. 1. World-class gameplay. 2. Extremely entertaining within the domain of Twitch specifically. 3. Independently famous outside of Twitch. 4. Doing giveaways and giving the audience something, physical that they actually need. 5. Validating the audience's opinions and making them feel like they're in the in-group of whatever your in-group specifically is. And 6. Playing a game that people actually want to watch because it's either early access or it is a very famous game that people care about getting to certain parts in. Do all of those things, you would be an incredible streamer. If not, choose one of them, get really bloody good at it. I chose the second one, being independently entertaining based on Twitch. I am not world class at the games I play. I am not massively famous outside of Twitch and YouTube. I am not doing giveaways and drops. I'm trying not to validate a huge amount of opinions and form an echo chamber, and I'm not playing new games at all. But I can undo buttons on my shirt and occasionally tell a good joke. That's about it. There we go. That's what I believe the 6 reasons are people watch Twitch streams. Are you going to become a political streamer? God, I hope not. I think you've missed a 7th reason, the community. I feel that's a kind of a general overall vibe that gets created by people staying for it. Because it's also nice to have a consistent community. I think the community of viewers, and this is a really important point you've raised actually, I think the community of viewers become formed around the other 6 reasons. Like, if you're world class at the game, then your community become people who want to be good at the game themselves. If you're really entertaining, your community become people that just want to hang out and be entertained. If you are doing giveaways, your community become people who just want to take stuff away from you. If you're independently famous, your community just become fans of you. If you are validating people's opinions, your community just becomes an echo chamber that wants to be validated. And if you're playing a brand new game, and this is what I think is difficult, if you as a streamer only play brand new games and you keep constantly changing games, you actually struggle to form a community at all. Because people are only there for the brand new games, not there for you. Now, another really interesting one is... Oh, good, we've got some new abilities. People have said that variety streaming can work, and I think that the truth is variety streaming, which is what I've started doing now, only really works if you already have a viewer base. It's very difficult to build a viewer base or a community unless you have a core that brings all those people together at the start. Feeding says, you've seen good entertainers and good streamers fail because they kept on interacting and focused on hostile comments or trolls to the point where even viewers who had never been hostile started writing hostile things because they were otherwise being ignored. I agree. And unfortunately, negativity gets spread far more than positivity, and it's very important that occasionally I step back and I'm like, okay, you know what, we're going to reassess this. We're going to reset. We're just going to chill out for a bit and relax. In a way, you agree. Communities can crystallize around a ton of things. They can. I think that if communities crystallize around the wrong thing, it can become detrimental to the streamer or to the creator. So yeah, Twitch streams can crystallize around a lot of reasons, but I think trying to be world class at the game is fun, but not really something that I think I'm going to want to build a community around. I would rather be silly with it. I'd rather have like a really fun time with it. But a lot of people message me and they end up asking if I have any advice for them because they want to start Twitch streaming, but they also don't want to play the popular games. I said, look, at some point you're going to kind of have to at least be aware that playing a game and becoming known as a guy who plays that game is going to be beneficial to building a community. Variety streams, I think, work best when you already have an established viewer base. Do you ever maybe start talking about a diverse topic in order to keep people engaged and invested? Yeah, of course. Very important that you're able to switch around what you're talking about, what you value, what you think is good and bad. But that's just what I've seen streamers be successful and unsuccessful with. I could be wrong.